What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another deck profile here on TCGU University. I am Michael, and today I was playing Demitri under Evil for the campus championship of our hashtag Almost Done series. So yeah, it's called Almost Done because soon, once Libra Souls comes out, we're gonna hit the reset button, so you'll be able to see all your favorite characters once again. Go through the bracket and battle it out. But yeah, like I said, we're doing Demitri under Evil today, so let's get into it. So yeah, guys, like I was saying, we were playing Demitri. He's a very interesting character because we were playing Demitri 2. As maybe some of you newer kids don't know, Demitri got eroded to where his effects weren't playable once per turn. So you'd be able to use everything multiple times. Got a little out of hand. So he's a 6-hander with 26 life. He's got 3 effects, each playable once per turn. We can choose one card in our card pool. It doesn't count towards progressive difficulty for the rest of the turn, which is nice. This is what this deck wants to abuse. I got Enhanced Gain 2 life, which again this deck wants to abuse. And then my opponent's next check to play an attack is +1 difficulty. There's not really too much we can do with that, but it's just nice on defense. So for the attack lineup, I believe we were also playing 20 attacks in this deck. We're playing 4 reduction. Like I said, for Demitri, we're trying to abuse the one card doesn't count towards progressive. And that is reduction. It's a 3/3, 1 mid block, 1 mid for 1 with breaker 2 and ranged. While it's in the card pool, my opponent is considered to be a desperation, and my attacks get +2/+2, which is super nice. And then enhance, if it's not blocked, we get a free momentum. Yeah, it's just a great poke that gives stats. It's got breaker 2. So we're playing 2 Sadistic Ways. It's just a good kill card. It's a 4/2, 1 mid for 5 mid for 4. It's got Fury, multiple 2 weapon. It's got Desperation Enhance, where you can get +2 to our multiple rating. It's got a Deadlock Enhance, where I can add up to 2 cards from my hand to my momentum, and then it gets +2 to its multiple rating, and then I can lose 2 life to take 2 cards from my hand, shove them into my momentum, and then yeah, it loses the multiple 2. Yeah, like with this in reduction, just like imagine like our attacks just getting +2/+2, and then this like not counting towards progressive. That's like the point of our deck. So it's a 7 mid for 6, and the multiple copies will be 7 mids for 6 as well. I thought it was a really good effect. And then like this deck can like jump down to desperation super easy, and we can jump back up really easy as well. So I feel like this deck can beautifully abuse Sadistic Ways. I'm playing 3 Time Slow. This might be an interesting card for you guys. But like I was saying, like we can go into desperation really fast, and then we can just climb right back out of it thanks to Time Slow and Demitri. It's a 5/2, 1 high block, 4 mid for 6. It's got charge, desperation, stun 2, which is nice, and then stun 2. And then while it's in my card pool, my opponent's checks get -1. It's not checks to play cards, it's all checks in general. I'm going to skip the Time Man Enhance because unfortunately we are not Time Man, but it's got Enhanced Gain 2 life, so we can play this, and then with Demitri we get to gain 4 life, which is nice, and then my opponent has -1 of their checks, and then possibly we can have stun 4, which is nice. I actually really like this card. Borderline in love with it. And then I'm playing 3 Rando Spirit Gun. It's actually just really insane in our deck. Just being able to use Dimitri's effect twice for cards that don't count towards progressive, and then just being able to gain 4 life off of Dimitri's also very good. It's a 5/2, 1 mid block, 5 mid for 5. Charge, EX2, powerful 4, ranged. Enhance, if it's gotten a speed and damage buff, it doesn't have to have them. It's just if it has received them, this gets +2/+2. And then enhance, I may play once per turn abilities on my character, as long as there's an attack or a face down card before this. So they ruled it to where if your opponent has like 3 once per turn effects, like Milena, you can use all of them once again. So Demitri gets all of his effects again. So we can gain 4 life, we can make 2 cards not count towards progressive, and we can give our opponent +2 difficulty to their next attack to play like as a reversal. So that's actually a randomly like neat aspect about it. Yeah, so that's all the 2s that we're playing, and those are our like big scary cards. Well, I guess we have this. It's a big scary card too. I'm playing 2 From Hell. It's a 6/3, 2 high, 3 high for 6. Charge, Desperation 4, EX3, Fury. Enhance, if it's not blocked, we get to destroy one of our opponent's foundations and burn them for the control cost. So this is like a 5 high for 8 that if it's not blocked, we get to pop something. So it's going to deal like 13 damage, which is really nice. I'm playing 3 Flying Barcelona attack. It's just a relevant attack that has a good low block for us. And then like it's just another high, so we can try and overflood like a high zone against our opponent. It's a 4-3-1 low block 4 high 4. Enhance, if it deals less than printed, then our next punch, throw, or weapon gets +3 damage. And then Desperation enhances after it resolves. It's discarded from the card pool. Like I said, it's not hard for us to get into Desperation. And then the last tech I'm playing is Fan Throw. It's a 4-3-0 low block 3 mid for 4 EX2 ranged weapon. I can lose Vitality to make our opponent lose a Vitality. So I can pay 1, make our opponent lose 1, and then I can gain 2 off of Demitri, which is nice. And then Enhance, if my opponent tries to block with an attack or an action, it gets +3 to the block mod. And then like this is with the reduction. It's a 5 mid for 6, so it's like our opponent's actually just never blocking with an attack or an action because they're blocking on an 8 without the block mod. So like a stop, for example, is like on an 11 with no speed hate. That's like a lot to just try and stop a Fan Throw. We are playing 1 asset, that is Kanzuki Dojo. It's a 2/5/2 low block terrain. Archmit, after we take 6 or more damage, we gain 3 life, which is nice, especially because if our opponent tries to hit us again, then we can Demitri gain 2. So we just gained 5 life after taking like 6 or more. Then Art Destroy Foundation, after an attack gets a speed buff, a speed bonus. We can destroy a foundation to give -3 speed. That's playable by either player. So this helps us crawl in and out of deadlock. We can build into deadlock. If our opponent tries to like make something really fast, we just say, no, that's not fast. Now we're out of deadlock. Yeah, it's just really nice. I definitely enjoyed this card. I'm playing 5 actions, 2 Toguro Brothers. I just thought it was nice. On defense, if our opponent tries to do something cheeky with a foundation, we can use the response on it to just negate the effect of that foundation and destroy it. And then when we can draw a card instead of clearing it and use Demitri to make it not count towards progressive that turn, which is nice. But it's a 1/4/2 mid block of a static of once it resolves, you can remove it or draw a card. So yeah, it's good to block with. It's good to cancel cards. It's just a really good card in general. And then I'm playing 3 Revoke. As a 6-hander, man, do I not want to play 4 Revoke. I want to try and see attacks. And just playing another action just kind of hinders that ability, but it's a 0/5 no block with the first form of this will build itself as a foundation at the end of the turn, and then it gives -1 difficulty to all of your other foundations that you build that turn. So you first form it, and it's like this card doesn't count towards progressive difficulty. And then after our opponent plays an enhance ability, we can cancel it and remove this. Onto the foundations. Playing 2 Most Trusted Assassin. It's just good in general to pay 1 to make my opponent's next check to anything, but this is an attack card in general, but give them -1. And then the first form, I like it a lot. It just gives you information on your turns of like what your opponent's block zone is, or you can like see a stop out of your opponent's hand, prepare to fight out of your opponent's hand, so you know not to multiple, just stuff like that. This card is very good, and it gives you a lot of good information. It's a 0/5 with a 3 mid block. Playing 2 Uniting Rebels. It's a 0/6 with a 3 mid block. It's super simple. Desperation enhance once per turn. Gain a life. Like I've been saying, we like to crawl in and out of Desperation, and just any life gain helps. I'm playing 4 Fallen Angels. It's a 0/5 with 2 low block with a static of after it's played, we reveal the top card of our deck, and we can either keep it there or clear it. This is very important. We're playing 4 for our build turns because we are playing 8 2 checks, 2 Sadistic Ways, 3 Rando Spear Gun, and 3 Time Slow equals to 8. So this just helps us on our build turn. We'll build the 2, build the 1, build the 0, play a Fallen Angels on a 3, reveal. And then if it's like a 6 or a 5, we can keep it and maybe build again. Or if it's an attack, we'll just clear it and then YOLO risk it and play another foundation. Yeah, so this card is very important to our build turns, and then it also has a great block, and it just gives us information. I'm only playing 2 Ranging a Deal, just because I have a lot of draw power. It's a 1/6 with a 2 mid block Desperation Enhance, flip draw card. I'm playing 3 Orphan Alchemist, just to get more information about our deck, revealing the top corner of our deck with its enhanced flip. And then our flip is if our opponent tries to touch our deck or discard pile, we can cancel it and draw a card. It's a 1/6 with a 2 blow block, so it's a great 6 check that also covers the low zone. I'm playing 3 Azure Nightmare. It's a 1/6 with a 3 high block. It's got a bunch of effects. Its main stack is that it cannot beat your opponent with the static of if you discard it, your opponent burns for 1. If your opponent stuns it, they burn for 2. You cannot win the game off that, but it's got enhanced once per turn where we can discard a card to ready it. I'm playing 3 New Empress of Netherrealm. With Demitri, this says pay 1 to draw a card, which is super nice. Enhance flip, lose 3 life, draw a card. And then Desperation Enhance, I can look at the top card of my opponent's deck. It's a 1/5, 3 high block. I'm playing 2 Fuma's Shadow. It's very good. I didn't get to see it too much, but I thought this card was going to be very good in my deck. It's a 2/5, 3 high block with an enhance of lose 2 vitality if it's the only attack in that opponent or in our opponent's card pool or our card pool. It gets +2 or -2 speed. And then Desperation Form, destroy. We can discard 1 card from our card pool. So the Desperation Form helps on offense, and then the lose 2 life helps us on defense. If our opponent's reverse attack is very good, like it's a spirit gun or like a missile launcher that's really fast, just stuff like that, we can pay 2 life, give it -2 speed, and then use Demitri to gain 2 life. So it just says use our character's enhance for -2 speed, basically. That's what I like about Demitri. I feel like he's pretty versatile. We're playing 2 True Identity. It's a 2/5 with a 3 mid block unique. Form commit all my checks to play attack cards. Get +1 for the rest of the turn. It's just very helpful for our attack strings. It's got a rando enhance of give +1/+1 to your attack as well. Playable while committed, but fortunately we're not rando. Playing 2 Hiding in Plain Sight. Momentum's not like an absolute must for us, but it's very nice to have just with the Sadistic Ways, and then the From Hell, and then the Rano Spear Gun. It's a 2/5, 3 high block enhance. Add this to my momentum if my opponent's at Desperation. Add this to momentum as well. Pretty sweet and simple. I'm playing 2 World Without Battle. I love this card. I think it's very good. It's a 2/5, 2 low block enhance flip. If this attack has a keyword ability, it gets +2 or -3 speed. Then it has a Desperation Enhance flip. If there's a face down card, and if there's at least 1 face down card in your card pool, you get to draw a card. So if we like multiple and we're looking for like another answer, we can like flip draw this. But other than that, it's just going to flip -3 speed or flip +2 speed. I'm playing 2 Face of a Monster. It's a 2/5, 2 high block. Each effect is playable once per turn. It's got Deadlock Form of making our opponent discard a card. Desperation Enhance of changing the current zone of this attack to any zone but the current one. And then R, after our opponent plays an attack, we can give it -1 speed, and then pay a life to give it another instance of -1 speed. Playing 2 Outworld's Eris. It's pretty good in our deck because Demitri says gain 2 life, and sometimes Demitri says gain 4 life. So it's a 2/5, 2 low block, enhance, remove, lose X vitality, add an asset or foundation to our opponent's hand. X equals the difficulty of life we paid, and then R, lose X vitality. After an attack with stun is played, it loses that stun rating equals the life that we paid. Playing 2 Evil Eye. I like this card a lot. It's a 2/5, 2 high block. The abilities on this are playable while committed. Enhance flip, reset it, the current attack speed to printed speed, which is nice on offense and defense. And enhance remove a character card from your hand or card pool to draw a card. It's just really good speed hate with a good block. I'm playing 2 Hellspawn Spectre. I absolutely love this card in Demitri. It says commit a foundation to draw 2 basically, or draw a card basically. It's a 2/5 no block, which is a little sad, but it says enhance commit, lose 2 life, draw a card. So yeah, like I was just saying with Demitri, I'll pay 2 life, draw a card, then I'll use Demitri to gain 2 life. So I just committed 1 to draw 1, which is nice. Enhance flip, Desperation or Fury attack is +2 damage. And we do play those. And then I'm playing 1 Confronting Jetta. It's a 2/5, 2 high block, unique. Sometimes it just blows your opponent out with the enhance of once per turn. You get +X or -X damage on the current attack. X equals the difference between its current speed and printed speed. Yeah, this card just blows people out sometimes. I'm playing 1 Last of His Kind. Like I said, we can jump in and out of Desperation relatively easy, so we can use 2 effects on this at all times. Plus, this and Demitri is a very good combination. It's a 2/5, 2 low block, unique, lose 2 vitality. This attack gets -4 damage down to a minimum of 1, so we can pay 2 life, give it -4 damage, and then use Demitri to gain 2 life. So just got -4 damage for really no cost. Desperation Enhance, we get +2 damage, and then Deadlock Enhance also gets +2 damage. Very good card for a deck. Then I'm playing one Last of the Shirai Ryu. You guys make fun of me if you want. You can call me a meme or whatever. I think this card was very good in our deck. It's a 2/6, 1 low block. If it's ready, our Desperation attacks get +1 damage, which is nice. So it gives our Sadistic Ways and then our From Hell +1 damage. But while it's committed, it gives all the attacks -1 damage. So like Dimitri's already like tanky enough because I mean you're guaranteed to live one of your turns and one of your opponent's turn. So it's like you have 30 life, and then this just says that your life total is just stretched out just a little bit longer. So yeah, guys, that was my evil deck profile under Demitri. I did not think I was going to have as much fun as I did building this deck, but I even had more fun playing it. Just the interaction with reduction, making it not count towards regressive, and then just rando spirit gun. Being able to play all those abilities again was really, really good. But if you like the content, you want to see the rest of the deck profiles or the tournament series, you can find us down below. If you're watching on YouTube, you can click the bell, subscribe. We'd love it very much. And then if you're watching on Patreon, shout-outs to you guys. But if you're not watching on Patreon, you can throw us $1 at TCGU University, and you can get all this awesome content a week earlier. Deck profiles, matches, TLDRs, just awesome stuff like that. Then we also offer a podcast if you guys don't know that as well. But yeah, thank you guys very much for watching, and stay learned.